Alrighty, and we are live. So today I want to welcome everybody to the NiFTy News Show. I'm going to be going over some of the different projects in the NFT space, how you can get involved, where you can get involved, what to look out for, because this space is so fast moving. There's always new projects, there's always new coins so I want to provide a YouTube channel where NFT users can come in and chat about all the recent happenings in the NFT space. So with that being said, I am going to start off here with NBA Topshot. NBA Topshot, for those of you that don't know, is a digital basketball or a digital trading card game for the NBA. They have licenses with the NBA Players Association and with the NBA itself. So it's not just some rip-off site where people are joining it, where people can kind of just profit off the NBA without being a partner of it. They have licenses in place. They work closely with the NBA. Let me bring it back here. And today I wanted to talk about now they are pushing their marketing and advertising campaign. Now that the NBA season starts today, partly why I am starting off with NBA Topshot is because the season does start tonight. First game is Warriors and Nets at 7 p.m., I believe. And then the second game is Lakers and Clippers. So two very high-profile games to start the season. We get to see Steph Curry versus Kevin Durant, and then obviously we get the two LA teams going head-to-head, and a lot of animosity there between LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard. So I want to look at what NBA Topshot has been doing with the marketing. They recently had an advertisement go out with Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero was a rookie last year and took the NBA by storm. He was a rookie out of Kentucky. When he came into the league, I mean, if you just look at him, he's not your typical NBA player. He's this kind of pasty white kid from Wisconsin that specializes in shooting three-pointers. And when he was announced at draft night, he had like this very over-the-top suit. Everyone was kind of like, who the hell is this kid, you know? So he came out into the NBA and he showed out. He made the finals with the Heat and kind of took the league by storm. So he's one of the most popular players, or popular young players right now. He put out this tweet, this ad with NBA Topshot, and he put this similar thing out on Instagram. So just a video of the NBA Topshot pack openings, and here you go. This is his legendary finals moment, so there will only be 79 moments of this ever created on the Flow blockchain, which is another interesting thing about NBA Topshot, is that they're on Flow blockchain and not Ethereum, or Wax even for that matter. So we look in here, then we go to the official Topshot website. We have Tyler Hero right here, this banner kind of promoting him, showing off kind of his advertisements on Twitter and social media, directing you to the spot where they're taking place, kind of just showing you like, hey, you know, we got these players on board. There's other NBA investors involved, JaVale McGee, Andre Iguodala, Spencer Dinwiddie, of course, and a few others that I'm just blanking on their names. But anyway, there's also a pack drop coming up for NBA Topshot in just 4 hours. So I believe that is 12, yeah, that's noon Pacific time and 3 p.m. Eastern time, or 8 p.m. UTC. So a lot of different time zones to cover, which is obviously because the NBA has one of the, I think the second biggest international fan base, obviously behind soccer or football, depending on where you are in the world. So a lot of cool things happening with Topshot. The marketing stuff is one that a lot of people have been asking for because we haven't had too much marketing going on with Topshot outside of the NFT space, right? We have all these partnerships with the NBA, but they haven't really been using them up until this point. So it's nice to see Topshot kind of getting some marketing going, some marketing action there. So moving on from Topshot, I want to look at Memecoin. Memecoin recently came out, and I did a brief video on Monday of last week, and I was on here telling users that Memecoin, for those of you that don't know, let's go to this website here. Don't buy meme. So we go here, and Meme partners with different artists, and it's all like pineapple related, right? It's farming, it's kind of DeFi mixed with NFTs, and they have some enormous partnerships coming up. They have Ferocious, who is one of the best and youngest artists in the space. They have Bieber coming up. They have Jonathan Wolf, I believe might be live right now. Yeah, so you go in, you buy Memecoin here. There's only 28,000 of them that will ever exist. You buy Memecoin and then you stake it and you earn credits, which are called pineapples. Those are used to then buy the pieces. So it's staking to earn NFTs, and also they have a couple outright auctions where you can just buy meme and bid on these pieces. Anyway, going back to my original point, because of all these huge partnerships, I mean, these artists have pieces that are selling for tens of thousands of dollars for a single piece. Beeple had a piece that sold for $800,000 last weekend. I mean, he generated $3.5 million in sales. So when you take that into consideration, that's going to be sometime in Q1 of 2021. Ferocious is next week. It's December 29th. So last Monday, I was telling users that Meme obviously shot up on the Beeple news. So right here, they announced that Beeple was going to be partnering with them, and it shot up. So then it came back down a little bit, and I was telling users on Monday, like, hey, with all these partnerships, if you get a drop towards 260, because let's zoom out here. I was saying that if you get a drop to $260 per meme, it's worth getting into, just because of all the FOMO that's going to be around it right now. Now, this isn't a long-term trade. Obviously, it's kind of short to mid-term. I would be holding it for about a month or two. But obviously, we have this boom potential here, right? This is kind of the DeFi craze, late fall of 2021, where everyone was going crazy for DeFi. People were just kind of discovering NFTs that were outside of the really tight-knit NFT community. So we have this boom potential in the history. And then as we zoom in here, we have more boom potential coming up, right? We have ETH mooning. We have digital art is starting to moon. So when you take those two things into consideration, and then you have on top of that these big time artists that are partnering with Meme and releasing stuff on Don't Buy Meme, you can only bid on it with Memecoin. So what I was saying on Monday was, hey, if you get a drop towards $260, I would scoop it, because right here you see some resistance at 285. Obviously, it had held. Going back here, it kind of held above 200 and then dipped pretty far down once ETH started mooning, and obviously everyone was getting out of their altcoins and getting into ETH. But then on Tuesday, we got that dip to closer to $260. We reached 280. I saw it go as low as 280 live. I was tracking it, and then we get this big spike back up. So we get all the way back up to $460, which is almost double the price. And I expect it to go even higher. It's going to be interesting to see, because the overall crypto space is at an interesting point right now. We're at a point where either we are going to dip pretty hard and recorrect, or we're just going to keep marching forward. There's not much in between at the moment. However, you can see it here against ETH, kind of losing a little bit of value against ETH compared to US dollars. But I'm personally willing to sacrifice that to get the USD return. So I see this kind of going. Once we get really close to the Ferocious drop is in a week. The Beeple drop is in a couple months. We got Jonathan Wolf right now. So I don't see any reason why this won't get to 500 when it comes to Beeple time. 500 or even approaching $700, $600, I believe I said last week. But it's got great support right here. It's been, every time we get a dip, it's been bouncing up. Obviously, right here, the entire crypto space was kind of down, 8 to 12% over the last couple days. So Meme obviously taking a little bit of a dip with that. So going back to the website here, have these different artists, and then you have different ways that you can stake. It's going to ask me to unlock my wallet. I'm not going to do that right this second on the live stream, but you can stake on their website for the Genesis, or you can stake on Uniswap and Memepool for the LP. A little bit of difference between the two, but not much. All right, so now I want to move into the Decentraland events. So that's Memecoin. I would just keep an eye on it in the next few weeks, because I do think it's going to have boom or bust potential, and obviously I'm leaning towards boom. And then I just want to say, if you are viewing this live, you can actually play the game. Yes, Village Cooking, checking on the chat here. Sorry if I left you hanging for a little bit. You can actually play a game with it, anything else. So There's some NFTs that are just used for trading, right? There's some that are these trading cards, like you see a lot on Wax. They have them. Memecoin is right now just art and like trading, not necessarily trading cards, but it's just digital art pieces. So there's no real utility to the pieces other than collectibles. But if you want to look at things like Topshot, NBA Topshot, they're collectibles, but there's also going to be an app called NBA Hardcourt, which the moments will be used for in-game. So different tiered moments will give you different power-ups and stuff like that once this game comes out. So just going off that real quick, we'll take a look at my profile. I'll show you the different moments here. So this is a legendary moment out of 75. Then we look at some of these bases that are out of 3,000, 3,000, 1,200. So based off these tiers and stuff, you'll get different power-ups in the game. So that's a case where NFTs do have some utility to them. However, the last couple projects I covered with the meme stuff, and then if we look at Wax, those are just trading cards. There's not much utility to them outside of just collecting. But obviously, anything you're getting in right now on the NFT side, you're getting in on the ground level. So still a lot of potential, especially with the digital art stuff, because I don't know what that's going to look like in the next few years. I don't know if we've reached a peak with it or if it's still growing. I think it's still going to grow, but it's just going to be select artists. I think a lot of artists right now that are popular might fall off, whereas as more traditional artists enter the digital space, those would be the ones that are most popular. But we'll see how that happens. I don't collect too much art myself, but when I see a piece that's within my my buy zone, I do go after it. So now another NFT that project that has some utility to it is Decentraland. Right now, Decentraland is hosting these Christmas treasure hunt events. They held one yesterday, and you can still drop in right now and do the quests, they're called, to claim the prizes. So if we just drop in here, I'm going to have to connect my wallet again. So if we drop in here, so Decentraland, there's 3 events, and they're giving out these digital clothing items, these wearables. However, the wearables that they're giving out are partnered with some of these more popular artists. So yesterday alone, I bought one of these clothing items for just under 1 ETH. And these are all clothing items that you can place on your character in game. So once you get in, I'll show you a quick example here. Let's turn this sound off. Where are we at here? Come on. Alright, so once you get in game, you can customize your avatar with these digital clothing. So you can see my little avatar right here. I got these brand new shoes on from Ferocious, one of the artists that is doing the meme partnership, and their wearables were selling for a bunch of money yesterday. There's only 10 of these boots that will ever exist. I think they're pretty cool. I like the looks of them, and also just the investment, because it's a very popular and very young digital artist. She's only like 18 maybe, or 19. So it's a young and upcoming digital artist, and it's the first ever time that they've ever created any type of digital clothing for the metaverse space. So I see a lot of potential with it from an investment side, and also I just like the way they look, because when you're in these different virtual worlds, and here's some of the other avatars here, so you can see everyone's kind of chilling here waiting for the next event to start. I mean, there's a bunch of people, right? And there's also, so you can chat with these people via text here, or very recently it was just released voice chat. So I could hop in and voice chat with these people and hang out and talk. But you can see like the different people that are customized, right? This dude's just like a robot, umbrella hat, everything going on there. So these items that I'm wearing right now, someone won these boots in the quests, because when you complete the quests, you're met with like a prize, like a treasure chest of sorts. And there's different rarity tiers to these collectibles. So the jacket I'm wearing, I earned as a prize yesterday. It's 1 out of 1,000 of these same jackets that will ever be created. The shoes I'm wearing are 1 out of 10 that will ever be created. Unfortunately, I wasn't lucky enough to win one of those by chance, so I had to go to the secondary market and purchase it. The Viking helmet I'm wearing is a 1 out of 10, and the pants that I'm wearing are just stock. They're just stock clothing items. It's something that every user gets whenever they join. So all of these borderless items here are just stock clothing items. They're just anytime that you drop in and you create a new account, you just get them for free. So there's no cap on them. They're unlimited, but these borders here indicate that there is a rarity to them. So right here, this means out of 100, the purple does. This means out of 1,000, the blue does. This little thin border here just means I have it deployed onto my avatar. So the quests, getting back on topic, the quests here, you can see on the right hand side, I finished them all, but you go here, you talk to this little elf guy, and he's ready for day 2. So day 1 of the event is over. There's no longer prizes being handed out, but if you didn't complete day 1, it doesn't mean that you can't complete day 2 and day 3, and I believe day 4. So let's go day 4 tomorrow, tomorrow. Yeah, so there's 4 days of the Christmas stuff. The last one is going to be capped off with the real world DJ, Justin Blau, 3Lau, Blau, however you want to pronounce it, is going to be doing a set in the virtual world for the first time ever. So he's an actual DJ in the real world. He's opened at sets like, Lollapalooza, Coachella, 186 followers, nearly 186,000 followers on Twitter, based in Vegas, and I mean he's an actual musician, right? He's someone who has been affected by COVID. He cannot go and perform. He can't sell tickets. He can't earn an income in any way. So what do? You turn to different digital platforms. You remember at the beginning of the pandemic, Travis Scott did that infamous or famous performance in Fortnite, where there's like however 30 million viewers or whatever it was, and he was able to earn a bunch of money from it, and he didn't have to leave his house. He was able to do it from home. He didn't have to go to a stage. There was no concerns of COVID. So now we see Blau doing the same thing in the metaverse. So I'm personally really excited for that concert there. It's going to be partnered with Kraken. So Kraken, the cryptocurrency bank out of Wyoming, is going to be partnering with Blau, and they're putting on this concert for the metaverse. So it's going to be awesome. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of prize associated with that concert there. But who knows? I do know that there's prizes for these next couple days for the treasure hunts. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes. You can drop in, you can earn some prizes, and then you can go and sell them on OpenSea. I think these jackets are selling for around, well, the shoes are selling for like 1.5 ETH right now, which is $1,000, around $1,000 for those shoes. And these jackets are selling for 0.03. Yeah, there's 1,000 of them. So there's a lot of supply, and anyone who wanted to get one was probably able to within the last day or so. So 0.03, that's going to get scooped. I might just buy that right now. 0.03, you know what, I am going to buy it right now. That's pretty cheap. We're going to buy an NiFTy live. $18. So yeah, I mean, they're going for like 0.08 or so. I expect those to trend upwards a little bit. Man, gas is crazy. Come on, Vitalik. Alright, so we'll scoop that. So yeah, there's going to be more wearables coming out over the next couple days from different artists. We'll go here. I'll show you the artists that have, that have partnered with Decentraland to create these wearables. Alrighty. So we got Jose Delbo. He is a famous comic book artist. He does a lot of the Batman drawings, Wonder Woman, I think maybe Spider-Man. I can't remember what the 3 big ones are, but Batman and Wonder Woman for sure. He was one of the original comic book artists. He is 87 years old and has made his way into the digital art and NFT space. Pretty crazy to think about. An 87-year-old man is in the digital art space. Let's go take a look at his, he just put out a thank you video. So I'll let you get a look at Jose Delbo here.
I would like to thank the community for the support that you gave me during this year.
Pretty cool.
And also I would like to wish you a very happy holidays. Thank you very much.
So he's just giving his thanks to the NFT community for showing him support in his digital art journey. he sold a couple pieces. I think his highest one sold for around $90,000, $100,000, something like that. So we got Jose Delbo, we got Ferocious, we got Brian Blinkman, Jonathan Wolf, and KJ Walker. KJ Walker isn't necessarily a digital artist, but she is one of the most talented creators and devs in the Decentraland and Metaverse ecosystem. So her wearables are going to be a very hot commodity. As well with Ferocious and Brian Blinkman, theirs released yesterday. I'm sure Jose Delbo and Jonathan Wolf will be today, and then maybe KJ for the last day, but I'm not too sure how that is going to go down. So those are the 3 projects I wanted to cover real quick for you all. Let's just go into some Moonboy talk real quick and look at some of these ERC20 tokens that are associated with some of these projects. So if you aren't necessarily sold on the idea of NFTs yet, or if you don't have the means or the financial means or the know-how to get involved, you can always get involved with these ERC20 tokens and trade the ones that are utility tokens or governance tokens for these different projects. We have Mana right here, which is the Decentraland coin. We have Axis, which is the coin for Axie Infinity. We have Sand, which is the coin for Sandbox. We have Whale coin, which is the, I don't know what you want to call it, I guess not governance, but social. It's a social coin for one of the biggest NFT collectors. We have Memecoin here, which we covered earlier. We have Rarible, which is the governance token for the website, the digital art website Rarible. And then we have another utility token for Axie Infinity. And we have Decentral Games, which is the governance token for a casino inside of Decentraland. They have their own governance token. So pretty cool stuff. I mean, I can go on and on. These are all, every single coin from here, basically every single coin all the way down to Somnium Space. Hex is not. But all these coins in here are all NFT projects, all associated with NFT projects. So right now, let's look at Decentraland's Mana coin. Personally, I thought that this was going to have more of an uptick given the announcement of the Christmas events and with the Blau concert. It's kind of been drugged down a little bit by the recent overall cryptocurrency movements. Kind of got pulled back a little bit over the weekend. However, Mana, and I know CoinGecko isn't the best when we look at these ERC20 tokens. However, there's some that are only really tracked on CoinGecko, and they're not available on some of the more aesthetically pleasing websites that are out there. But when you look at Mana's price chart right here, this is its entire historic price chart. Look at it compared to ETH, not the US dollar. We'll take this away. Look at where it's at right now compared to ETH. It's at this historic resistance line. If we were to draw a horizontal line right across, every time it's touched here, it's bounced. So right here, it bounced. If you're wondering what this giant, where are we at here? So this was Decentraland's first ever land sale. So here they sold their land. You could only purchase it with Mana, and we get the dump. Then it's this giant trend line up. Is it moving opposite of the Ethereum and Bitcoin dump in 2017? So its price is going down right here, but relative to Ethereum, it's going up. And that's because Ethereum and Bitcoin were dumping a lot harder than a coin that was only 3 cents at the time, which obviously. So let's go back to Ethereum. So where it's at right now compared to Ethereum is an all-time low. Now, is it going to bounce off this historic trend line, or is it going to fall right through it? I think it's going to bounce off here. I think that Decentraland team has too many partnerships in place. I think that they understand the aspect of staying in the news cycle to an extent. That being said, they're not really going to blatantly pump the coin, but they understand how to make partnerships, and they understand how to appeal to the overall NFT community. So I see Decentraland's coin Mana kind of popping off here a little bit. I don't know how high we're going to go, because if ETH takes off, it's going to pull back all the alts momentarily. So I'm definitely keeping a close eye on Mana here. Now moving into Sandcoin, or actually let's do Axis. So Axis is the governance and I guess utility token. I would just say governance token of Axie Infinity. And where were we at here? So it's the governance token of Axie Infinity relative to ETH. It's still new, right? So it doesn't even have a 90-day history. Released November 4th. It did a lottery system on Binance for the release. You can see it's on a bit of a pullback right now. Let's go USD. So this chart here, on Twitter we saw a lot of Twitter personalities getting behind it and really pumping the hell out of it. We had Crypto Bitlord pumping it before he was banned for, was it impersonating Peter Schiff, I think? So then he gets banned, and then there's still, but yeah, I mean, great up movement here. It was released at, I think it was like 12 cents. 12 cents was the first offering price. Obviously, if you're an American citizen, you can't get in on that because they did it via Binance. So you're just kind of stuck sitting on your hands until it hits Uniswap. So here we got a nice pullback, setting up with some solid resistance here off 64 cents, 60 cent area. There's still a lot of supply to be released for Axie, for Axis. We can go. Let's go to the website here real quick. But the tokenomics are very similar to Sandcoin, where they're going to do a slow release over the span of, what's it, 60 months? It's like 4 years. Let's check it out. So here's kind of, I mean, this is an unlock schedule, very brief, but so over the span of 6 years, they'll release the coins. So they're not going to dump them all on the market at once, but you know, even if they do dump some of them on the market and it's 5% of the supply, it's still a lot to get gobbled up. But once they release land play and things like that, I can see Axis doing quite well. But right now, it's a lot of speculative trading, a lot of the die-hard community getting in on it right now, hoping that it'll go up, which I think it will, but man, it's hard to see it staying at $1. I don't see this being a coin that is maintaining over $1 value. There's just so much of it, right? I mean, that would make it a 55 million market cap. Yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't see it being a $270 million market cap, especially with another coin in SLPs. But I might be wrong. I didn't think it would get this high. User base is increasing every single day. Who knows? Who knows? But good return for Axie players nonetheless. You can check out the Axie website here. Give you a quick look at the marketplace. Actually, maybe I should just go here. So here's what Axie is. It's this game where you collect these Pokemon-looking characters and then you battle them. Each one of these characters here have different traits. You can see it in the physical appearance of the Axies. These all have a different attack and defense mechanism, and then there's rarity attached to them as well if you're a collector. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. We'll wrap it up talking about those two coins. And if you are interested in the NFT space, make sure to check out some of these coins as well, because they're all tied to projects that I think are going to do very, very well in a bull market. So make sure you check those out and look outside of the typical crypto space, right? Take a peek outside the Bitcoin, Ethereum, definitely the XRP space there, as they're facing lawsuits. The SEC just announced yesterday, the US SEC announced yesterday that they are bringing a lawsuit against XRP, although I guess it was XRP's management that announced that, not the actual government. But anyway, take a look outside these traditional altcoins and look at some of these ERC20 coins. They're tied to these projects that are going to do well in a bull run. 2021 is going to be about NFTs, and it's going to be about blockchain-based gaming. So make sure that you're looking into these coins that I just showed you in my portfolio list here. Just keep an eye on them. You don't have to trade them, just watch them. Just get in. If you have skin in the game, more likely you're going to check out these projects, more likely you're going to have a better understanding about NFTs, and you'll be better positioned for the NFT bull run that is imminent in the crypto space. So, everyone, with that being said, I'm going to sign off for today. I'm going to be back hopefully Thursday, if not Thursday, Friday, around the same time. I'm going to try to make this on more of a consistent basis. However, right now I'm still working out the kinks, trying to find the best time zone where I can bring on the most viewers at once, because at the end of the day, The goal of this stream is to kind of bring a community aspect to the NFT space where users can come in, start kicking around questions and ideas and thoughts and things that they're checking out and want to see explored. So kind of experimenting a little bit. However, stay tuned and keep an eye out for Thursday or Friday around, what would this be, 3 p.m. UTC, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, where I will be going live again. So everyone, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay nifty in the NFT space.